Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about watsonx.ai and understand its capabilities via a practical demonstration where we will leverage the simple and powerful watsonx.ai's UI interface. But before we dive into all this subject, let's first understand what exactly is IBM watsonx. So basically, when we talk about IBM's watsonx, it's like an AI and data platform which features three main components and a suite of AI assistants, all designed to help sort of you and your customers basically scale and enhance the impact of AI using your trusted data across your businesses. So in simple words, if I tell you, then you can also sort of take IBM watsonx like a suite of AI and data products basically that will help you to sort of manage your data, whereas from the ingestion sort of data warehousing capabilities in a data lake house sort of an architecture, all the way to even utilizing all the generative and traditional AI models all at the same time, making interesting at the same time, very intuitive workflows of machine learning algorithms very easily and generative capabilities as well. And along with that, to ease the entire process, there are again assistant capabilities which are integrated within this particular solution. So I'll take you across through all the components one by one and give you a brief introduction on all of them that can sort of help you understand the capabilities more. So one of the solutions that we'll talk about in depth today and see its sort of capabilities via practical demonstration is watsonx.ai. So watsonx.ai is like an AI studio integrating basically the generative AI and the traditional AML for the entire AI lifecycle, and it enables rapid AI application developments with minimal data consumption. The second solution that again falls under the IBM watsonx solution proposition is watsonx data. This particular solution is like a data management platform for collecting, organizing, and then analyzing data, making sure that your data's integration and qualities are intact no matter what happens next. Apart from that, other solutions includes watsonx governance. As the name suggests, it's like a tool for ensuring ethical AI use, providing model transparency. Then, apart from that, explainability and bias detection all at the same time. Similar to all the solution, I mean, one of the most effective solutions that we already spoke about in past, if you haven't gone through that particular video, I have spoken in depth about watsonx assistant and its capability. Basically, it's like a conversational AI platform for creating intelligent chatbots and virtual assistants, enhancing your customers' interactions at any given point in time. Again, so I'll keep that particular videos link in the description so that if you want to go through it, I have given an in-depth sort of understanding of what this solution's capabilities are all about, and I have also demonstrated its sort of capabilities via utilizing the watsonx assistant. We have built an entire virtual assistant from scratch, so it's pretty interesting. I would highly recommend that. Apart from this, there are other solutions like watsonx code assistant. It's like an AI tool basically that can aid the developers with code suggestions. It can also help them with auto compilations, error detections to basically boost the overall productivity. Other solutions that are added also in the list are Watson BI Assistant. So it's like a business intelligent assistant that can help in sort of analyzing the data, generating insights to support decision making, and basically leveraging all the AI capabilities and representing it in the form of graphical representative diagrams like bar charts, pie charts, and so on and so forth. All these things can easily be managed by that. Solutions like Watson X Discovery are pretty new. Okay, so I mean, I have spoken about Watson Discovery previously, right? It's like a knowledge repository where you can do a lot of text analysis also. So I have also done a detailed video on that where I have already explained the entire architecture, and I have also given two use cases of how to utilize Watson X Discovery. I'll put the link of that particular video as well in the description box so that you can go through it. Coming to today's topic now, that is watsonx.ai. So basically, when we talk about watsonx.ai, it's like a component within watsonx, the solution that we spoke upon right now. That's like a data and AI platform suite, which basically can allow users to sort of train, validate, tune, and then deploy both traditional and generative AI models very easily. So with watsonx.ai, users can also leverage their existing AI tools and take advantage of new generative AI technologies all at the same time. So this helps the users in terms of like creating advanced AI powered applications that can reduce the overall cost, improve efficiency, and speed up to the up so that the AI capabilities can be leveraged across the organization, no matter what sector it is applied on. I have also mentioned in this particular slide the features that makes it unique and a powerful tool as well. So they are like integrated AI lifecycle. So what I mean by that is like it basically supports the entire AI lifecycle from training and validation to all the way to your tuning and deployment part as well. Secondly, hybrid AI support is another very important topic. Basically, it's like a feature in which it can combine the traditional AI and the new generative AI capabilities all in the same UI itself. Uh, Third, the most important point is that it's an enterprise ready solution. So it's designed to integrate seamlessly with the enterprise data and existing AI investments as well. Because IBM does understand that a customer might be already using some or the other industry leading solutions. Probably, let's say any of the sort of reputed solutions like Cloudera in the market, right? Or it can be any other solutions as well. You name it, it is. I mean, we have integrations with all. So basically, IBM has made very supportive integrations with all of them, like MongoDB, DataStax, and many more. So with all this enterprise, ready solutions getting integrated with our with the IBM solution in general, it makes it very seamlessly sort of fluent in terms of aggregating all these parts at the same time leveraging its capability across the domain. The last and the most important point is the user friendliness. So the basic reason for making it user friendly so that the solutions can be leveraged by people from any background, whether they are from technical or from the or non-technical side. The UI is designed in such a way that there's like no code or low code sort of a atmosphere or an environment which is presented. It can provide intuitive tools basically for providing like building and refining AI models, making it sort of accessible for various skill levels as well. So all these things can be done utilizing a single solution, that is IBM watsonx.ai. Now let me quickly demonstrate you its capabilities once. Just let me share my screen. Just give me a moment. And I'll take you across the different solutions that are there. Let me share my uh, sort of entire screen. Just give me a minute. So let me take you to the particular model once. Probably that will give you a better understanding. So this is the IBM cloud platform, and over there, over here, basically, I have already activated a couple of instances. The most important instance to be activated for this particular demonstration is the machine learning part. Although I have not utilized it extensively, but for whatever I am showing right now, this Watson machine learning, not assistant, sorry, Watson machine learning needs to be kept in active sort of mode itself. So make sure that is there. Apart from that, I'll just show you a quick demonstration of what Watson X is capable of. Uh, if you go to Watson X and then basically, let's say if I launch watsonx.ai from scratch, uh, I'll show it to you. Just a minute. I hope you are able to see my screen right now. Uh, so over here, this is the UI dashboard sort of a thing, the user interface of the dashboard of watsonx.ai. This is how it looks. And it's pretty easy to navigate also. I'll show you only a couple of things today. Probably I'll make another video where I will show you or demonstrate a practical use case as well. So today I'll just show you exactly what is open prompt and how you can create the environment. So basically, if you are a new first-time user, you can sort of get a 30-day free trial of the IBM Cloud, and you can leverage its capabilities to its fullest as well. If you want to know again how to leverage the sort of how to access the IBM Cloud and all that, then I have explained it in my previous video, basically in the Watson X Assistant video itself. I'll again pin down the link to that particular video in the description box itself, so you can easily navigate via there. But for the first time users, if you come to watsonx.ai and if you want to sort of utilize it, they'll first ask you to create a sandbox environment. So I mean, it's nothing difficult again. You can just come here and you can create the sandbox. So you can see that it's again the sandbox environment that I created was 3 months ago, and the name was Rushabh Sandbox. So if whatever sort of email ID or whatever username that you already have. It will sort of access the name from there, and it will sort of create it on its own. You can also create your own projects very easily. I've created one. So I'll show you the prompt lab part. So basically, whenever we talk about the generative AI capabilities, right, we speak about mostly working around with the text data and image as well. But basically, when we saw the chat GPT part, it's mostly text oriented, where you can do the summarization parts, content generations, and all those things. So similarly, watsonx.ai has a similar capability. The only unique part is that unlike ChatGPT or Gemini, where we are not able to see the model which is running behind the scenes, we have full access to the models that is running over here. You can understand and basically understand and sort of go through the model's lineage as well, what exactly it's capable of, and so on and so forth. And the best part is that watsonx.ai has a partnership with Hugging Face as well. So all the models and sort of foundation models and the LLM models which is present on Hugging Face can be easily leveraged, at the same time accessed on the IBM's watsonx.ai solution as well. So there is a list of foundation models from which you can choose. Okay, even 3.1, 405 model, 70 billion model, and even you can see the 8 billion instruct model is also available for utilization. Apart from that, other models are also there. So you can go through each and every model and learn from it, basically exactly how it works and all that. So just see over here that the capabilities are also mentioned or highlighted, so that our user or basically a customer or a client can basically go through the different sort of features or use cases that this particular model can be leveraged for, like question answering, summarization, retrieval, augmented generations, classification, generation, extraction, so on. So this particular solution, that is the Granite model, this particular foundation model are basically is created by IBM itself. It's like an LLM model, not a foundation model to be exact. But again, we will leverage this capability today. And let's see. Let me sort of add a documentation. I will again add the link of this particular documentation in the chat itself. So this particular information, whatever is there on this particular screen, is again available over there in the document that I've downloaded right now, and I will be adding it to this particular UI itself now. So basically, it's like the AI governance policies and the sort of capabilities that sort of end users need to follow, or certain acts that basically a end user can follow, sort of for to keep their AI journey very smooth and sort of you know problem free, I'll say. So I'll quickly add the document and I'll show you its capability first. So I have already uploaded this document, so it will be easier for me to upload it again. But if you are uploading something for the first time, you can click on new vector index and sort of browse from your own machine, or via other options are also there. If you want to leverage other data which are stored on watsonx data, or even the Elasticsearch, you can do that. You can select and even browse from internet and sort of give the links as well. So I've downloaded it, so I'll utilize that. Let me select it once again. Let me ask the model, basically watsonx.ai, to summarize the entire document. Summarize the above document. Let's see what sort of response it's able to give to us. So see, it gives me a very readily uh, and a responsive answer as well. So probably let me ask that what are the steps needed to be taken by the uh, a smooth operation. Let me just ask this particular question. Let's see what sort of response it gives. So see, it is able to give me very intuitive and again very fast responsive answers to the point. It's very accurate, at the same time it's very crisp. I can also ask the particular AI solution, this particular AI solution, to again give me point format answers also, or sort of number backed answers. Let's say if I ask what are the fines imposed on end user as per the document. See, there is again within from the entire document, I again paste the link in the description. You'll see that the this particular information is given in large length, so it's able to summarize and again push it in the point format. Let's say if I remove everything and let me show you the normal capabilities. Let's say if I ask the model to give me an answer to create a provide the Python code. Provide me write a Python code to X to take two numbers and it as inputs and sort of and return the sum and multiplication of those numbers. Okay, let's see. It's able to give me very fast and intuitive answers again. And the best part is that it will also give you comments of what exactly is going on, what is the description, why this particular I'll say method is created, and what are this particular the different again the variable names, what is it defining, what are the input variables over here, what is the task looking like, what are getting returned, what sort of inputs are returned, and what will be the outputs as well, so depending upon the inputs that you provide again. So if 5 and 10 is given, the output will come 15 and 150. So again, just like this, it's very easy. And the best part is that it's only the sort of, I'll say the icing, sort of a cherry on top of the cake. Basically, the sort of solution is very, again, very flexible. You can do multiple tasks on top of it. This is just the chat part that you will see on the Gemini or the ChatGPT part. So I wanted to show you this. I'll try to show you the structured and the format form also, or the free form, and other sample formats as well in the next session, but or the next, basically the next video. Some other important thing is that the best part again for this watsonx.ai is that they have given you sample prompts. So let's say if you want to do the summarization sort of a task, you can easily leverage the sort of the small examples or suggestions that have been given, and you can see exactly how it works as well. Let me show you the marketing email generation part. Okay, so again, it is using only zero shot prompts. There are no inputs or other examples provided over here. So only utilizing the zero shot prompt, it will give you very simple and I mean, see, it's over here. It's asking like generate a 5 sentence marketing message for a company with the sorry with the given characteristics. I have provided a detail over here, okay? Sort of a detailed understanding or sort of characteristic description of what I want from the email. If I just click on generate, I can choose any model depending upon my requirements. You can choose any one of them. Let's say if I take Flan T5, which is again by default. So the particular model chooses the best one that it feels or it finds suitable as per the work that you do. But again, it is not always correct, or probably you can also get better accuracies or better results on choosing different models. So you can experiment around. But let me just show you its capability now. Depending upon this particular characteristic, the company name is Golden Bank. The offer it includes has no fees, 2% interest rate, no minimum balance. The tone is has to be informative, and the response is requested. Again, it should provide some sort of a link or something, or at least write about that thing that you can press over here or sort of click on this sort of link in order to get to that particular web page. So let's say if I click on generate, let's see what sort of response it's able to generate. See, within a couple of seconds, it's able to generate a very simple and again, a very precise response. So that's the capability. You can do the same thing for multiple stuff as well. Let's say question about an article. Uh, so again, an entire article's passage is getting pasted over here, okay, about tomatoes and all that. And we can again answer very simple questions. We can again ask simple questions and it will be able to give us answers as well, depending upon the data that we have fed into it and the context also. Let's see. what sort of response it's able to generate. Why should you use much mulch when when growing tomatoes? To prevent soil-borne diseases from splashing up onto the fruit when you water. So probably this particular information is provided over here as well. Where is mulch? Let me see. So you'll find this data over here itself, basically. See over here, using mulch prevents soil-borne diseases from splashing up to the fruit when you water. See, it was able to extract this particular line and fine tune it and sort of give you a better response. Okay, so you can again fidget around with it. You can again play around. Right now, the sampling is kept as very highly creative. If you take the greedy option, basically the right now it was greedy before. So when we make it greedy sort of a thing, so there are two decoding types. Greedy means that the creativeness or the prompt answers or the solutions or the answers that you get after you give any questions or you ask any questions or you ask it to do certain task, it will be less creative. It will try to sort of give you a response in the I'll say the simplified way possible. It will not make I mean it will not the bot will not hallucinate or it will not give you any extra answers or sort of become very creative with the responses. So you can control that. Whereas on the sampling part, if you make it sampling the activity, then there are different options over here. Like for example, temperature is over here. If you play around with this temperature, basically you can again adjust the creativity of the response. Basically, the next token. Whenever we talk about model generations, we think that it's able to generate answers, but basically what it does is that it predicts the next particular token, and a token basically will not always be a word. A lot of times we confuse with it, but let's say a token can be in simplified words you can connect I'll say uh, compare token as words. But let's say if it's a bigger word, then again punctuation marks or different again I'll say special characters within it can be considered as different tokens as well. So let's say if there's an email ID, it will not be a single token, but it will be parted into multiple parts as well, or there will be multiple tokens within the single email ID as well. So like that, tokens do change. So, but utilizing this temperature particular, I'll say feature, if you play around with it or you just fine tune the parameters, it will be able to adjust its creativity. Zero being that the creativity will be removed, and the higher the number goes, let's say 0.7 is the thing which is there by default, where the model is permitted only little bit of creativity. But if you enhance it to 2, then the creative or the responses will be much more. Similarly, top P is there. Again, it also works around the creativity part only. But let's say if I keep it at 0, then the creativity will be again minimalistic. When we keep it at 1, probably you can the next token or the word that has to be found out uh, will be so let's say if I keep it 0.8, for example, let's say I keep it 0.8. So let's say if I keep the 0.81, let's say this particular top P sample. So the next word that they try to find out should be having an aggregated value of aggregated P value of around 0.8 or more. Only then it will be able to add and respond those sort of words into their answer. If the p value or the nucleus sampling value is not 0.8, then it will keep on adding words until and unless the accumulation or the aggregation of those words give you a higher p value, and then only it generates the responses. Similarly, other parameters like top k is there. Basically, again, if I keep it 50, then top k, what it does is that, let's say it tries to fine tune and basically understand and then categorize, let's say 50 different tokens that can be let's say 50 top tokens that can be the next token response while they generate the answer or the result. So they'll choose among the among that 50 top tokens, they'll be able to choose the best one, and then they'll be able to replicate or sort of respond it back in the answer part. Random seed basically it's kept, I mean it's kept as null. So if you change or if you put any sort of random seed values within, I think it's around 1.5 lakh. If you change the random seed value every single time, the responses will be different. If you keep it same, let's say if you keep it null, or let's say if you keep it 0, 1 or anything, the responses will remain stagnant. Repetition penalty means that let's say if I keep it 1, then I am not penalizing anything. The repetitions are allowed, and if I keep it at 2, basically if there are any words or sort of tokens which are getting repeated again and again within the answer or the response, it will be removed. I mean the model will be penalized for it, and it has to I mean it will try to I mean negate or sort of remove those repetitive words as well. Stop criteria can be also provided. Let's say if you're working on some sort of a coding, I mean you are working on some coding solution, you are trying to prepare a model that can give you I mean optimized codes or probably something like that, then you can also have stop sequences wherever, let's say, the last curly bracket or the last I'll say significant uh, 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 character or something, whatever you are trying to put the stop sequence at, or you want the token to be stop or the generation to be stop at, you can prepare that you can mention that stop token over here and it will work accordingly. Similarly, minimum tokens and maximum token is the response sort of, or the generation or the generated response that needs to come out. Let's say if I keep it 5, then the minimum token is 5, then minimum 5 words or 5 tokens will be represented in the answer. Similarly, a max token basically will help the particular user to sort of uh, I'll say calibrate or even reduce the response rates that is coming out on the generation part, and that will also help the user to sort of I'll say reduce the overall cost also that will be incurred while the prompts are getting utilized. Okay, you can see over here the number of tokens that are used, the generated ones, everything is provided over here. The capability, let's say if this particular model is there, llama 3 8b instruct model, the maximum amount of again sort of responsive which is allowed, as I'm using a free version over here, is it is 8,192 tokens, out of which only 323 tokens have been generated, so or utilized in simple words. So again, this is the capabilities. I hope I mean it was helpful, and I mean it helped you to understand what its capability is all about. uh, I mean that's it. Probably what I'll do is that I'll also create another video where I'll demonstrate the capabilities even more. I'll try to showcase a use case which will help you to understand the power of watsonx.ai more, and probably it will also sort of encourage you to utilize this tool, or at least give it a try, because I mean Gemini and ChatGPT are too mainstream now. Probably you can also work on some interesting tools that can give you some sort of more experience, or basically it will help you to leverage the AI capabilities, generative AI capabilities even more as well. So that's it. So that's it, guys. I'll meet you guys in the next video. Till then, keep reimagining data with AI, and thank you all. So like, share, at the same time, subscribe the channel for more interesting videos. Thank you.